Hi Groupsters, Andy from the Car Boutique here, and today's review is on a wheel ceramic coating. So today we're going to be looking at Zirconite Quartz Rim Coating ZQ5. Okay, Groupsters, Zirconite's alloy wheel ceramic coating, quartz rim coating ZQ5. Now, this is their sort of 6 to 12 month coating. That all depends on how you're using your vehicle, your wash routine, and indeed whether you put 1 or 2 coats on. I'll explain the 1 and 2 coats a bit later, the time distance, the time between each one a bit later on. So let's have a look what you get in the box. You get the nice box, okay? They always do good packaging. You get 15 millilitres of the ZQ5 quartz rim coating. That is enough for 5 wheels. Okay, so I always buy 2, okay, because a lot of the time I do decide to do two coatings. When I've gone through all the effort that you're going to see, I like to give the maximum impact. However, if you're only buying one will give you enough product for 4 wheels plus a bit left over. So if you've got a spare tyre, you might eke enough out for that. So you get the actual ceramic coating. You get 2 of these lovely finger applicators, which have almost got like a silk sort of feel to them, and that's what you're applying the product with. You get some rubber gloves, okay? Always use rubber gloves when you're using chemicals. Instructions, nice and simple, as you're going to see. And you get one of their, I love these, sort of raised sort of plastic badges that you can put on the car. So if you're commercial or if you're a professional detailer, you can sort of put that on the car, which is always nice. Okay, Zirconite protected, we like that. All right, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk you through the whole routine. Now, what we're going to do is sort of the gold standard. Okay, we are going to do ultimately the most you can do to get the most out of this, because like any ceramic coating, the cleaner and drier you can get the surface that you're applying the ceramic coating on, you're going to get the maximum performance, okay, and you're also going to get the maximum longevity. But I fully appreciate that not everyone is going to go anywhere near what we're about to do. So right at the end, I'll give you sort of a rationalised or a stripped down version, so sort of the bare minimum you can do, okay, to get the most out of this. And that indeed potentially means not even taking your wheels off. However, we're going to do gold standard, take the wheels off, go through lots and lots of processes to get it as clean and as aesthetically pleasing as possible, so we can lock in, okay, that good surface that we're going to be applying it on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take off the wheel and show you what we're working with today. Okay folks, this is the alloy wheel we're going to do. So it's seen some of these reviews where they've used brand new wheels. So this one is very, very dirty. So I'm going to wash it, fall out it, tar and glue it, and then we'll reload it onto the stand. But you can see, nasty, nasty. Now, top tip when you're cleaning your wheels, you can either do it on the stand. This one's the sort of pro version, so you can, but I'm going to do it outside. Do as much as your tyres as well, okay? Because when you are rotating this, all right, you're putting hands, as you can see, on dirty tyres, all right? The whole idea of this process is to keep this, okay, as clean as possible at the start and during the process. Yes, you've got gloves on, but if you go like that, okay, to clean the wheel, the less chance you have of getting dirt back on this. And like we said, and with any ceramic coating, clean and dry, okay? So let's take it outside. I'll do it on fast mode. You've seen me cleaning wheels before, and then we'll reload it onto the stand, hopefully looking a bit better. Okay guys, that's it clean. We used fallout spray and spent quite a lot of time tar and glue, because you'll actually find there's a lot of tar and glue here. Now, the good thing is it shows up any corrosion. I've got a few spots I didn't know about, so it's sort of keeping up my knowledge as to the condition of my alloy wheels. I've also taken off the glue and the sort of glue sticks from previous wheel weights that aren't in use anymore, so that's good. And we've done the front and back. Now, when we usually do paint work and we're applying ceramic coat, we usually then go onto the clay bar. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to whiz around with the clay and just try and take off that last sort of 2, 3, 4% of dirt. Okay, all the chemicals will fade off, but a bit of stiction to the clay will pull that dirt out and make the contact for this ceramic coating even cleaner. So let's clay it. Okay guys, that's it, clay barred. A little bit came off, okay, but that's still dirt coming off, all right, so that stage, that justifies that stage. So what do we usually do after we clay? We polish. So I'm going to use a mini DA just to buff up the inside. I'm going to flip it around to the bit that you see, spend a bit more time on that. Okay, so that's it clean and aesthetically sort of brought up to the point where I want to lock in that work. So I'll do it on fast mode. Let's have a bit of fun with the polishers. Okay folks, we're on to the actual bit where we can use the ZQ5. Now, a couple of things. We use the Mini Bigfoot, we use the PXE80 with the flexible shaft. What else would you do? Right, okay, so we use the blower. One thing about before you actually apply this needs to be 100% dry. Okay, so we did the polishing, then we used a panel wipe to get rid of any residue polish, and we thoroughly dried it. So we're now at the point where we can use the actual ceramic coating. Now, you sort of got to plan this out, okay? So the flash time from that, with that, is a maximum of 5 minutes. Now it's probably over 20 degrees in here, so I've already practiced this on another car previous, and the flash time in this kind of heat is about 1 or 2 minutes, okay? So you're gonna have to split it up, and all you're doing is you're applying it, you're waiting for that sort of 1 or 2 minutes, or climate dependent longer, and then you're going around buffing it. Okay, so leveling it, flipping the microfiber over, and then buffing it up again. Now you can reapply this, the instructions there say after an hour. I've been leaving it probably 3 or 4 hours before I apply another coating. But on this demonstration, I'm just gonna use it once. And once you've completed the whole wheel, it's an overnight job, okay? You can't get it wet. So what I usually do is work on the 12-hour rule. I'll keep it inside, or sometimes I'll put a wheel cover over it. You've got to keep this dry for 12 hours for the actual ceramic to fully bond, harden, whatever other term you want to use, okay? So the sort of initial sort of bonding time is about an hour, okay? But in terms of full drying, curing, leave it overnight, okay? And work on the premise that you can't get it wet for 12 hours. Okay, so I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to do a bit of fast mode, and it's exactly like the instructions said. And we're going to liberally apply it to these lovely applicators. All right, and then we're just going to make sure we get 100% coverage. Do not miss a bit. So work fast but thorough. Okay, we're going to do the front, then I'm going to go and do the inside as well, and just split it up into sections so you're keeping an eye on that flash time. So do a bit, buff it off. Do a bit, buff it off, do a bit, buff it off. Okay, you've gone through all this effort. Now is the time you really need to pay attention and make sure you get the most out of this product. Okay folks, that's us done. Effortless. Okay, so this is aimed at people at home using. So if you're scared of that word ceramic, you might want to start off with something like this. Okay, this is going to give you 6 to 12 months of protection. Now, as of August 2022, the price for this product is around about £35, but if you're a member of the Carbatique Facebook group, remember your discount code to get a big chunk of that money off, so it's even cheaper. Now, the instructions are simple, all right? You can either follow the instructions or do exactly the same as what I've done. Now, I'm going to give you the alternative version of this because, like I said at the start of this video, I'm fully cognizant of the fact that people haven't got some of the kit or the time or inclination or even brave enough to take a wheel off. Okay, I appreciate that. So there is a sort of abbreviated version that can give you aesthetically very, very similar results. Now, a couple of other things you may wish to consider. If you want to finish off the whole effect, you may wish to use the Zirconite tire and trim. We've already reviewed that one. Go back and have a look at the previous views. And if you want to just sort of add a topper, a couple of options. I usually give it a spritz on a maintenance wash with either Bead Magic or the ZQ5 just to give her a topper for the effect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to quickly show you what it was like before. I'm going to get the camera out and show a couple of angles to show the effect of this. Okay, it is definitely enhanced the gloss. And I like the fact my wheels are now protected against that fallout, the grime adhering to the alloy wheel, making it difficult to remove. This, okay, is going to help you every time you do a maintenance wash, reduce that bond, so hopefully the wheel will clean easier. That's the whole idea. So there's protection there, but trust me, the sort of aesthetic improvement after I've done all this stuff, so it looked good when I did all the polishing, this stuff gives it a really nice gloss finish, which is really, really good. Okay, so we'll do some video stuff, play some music. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, go and get yourself a set of this. I really, really do recommend it. It is super, super easy, so good times. Okay, groupsters, this is just a bit of a bolt-on to this video, just to show you what you can do without going through that whole process that I've just done. Because I'm fully aware that some of you may just wish to ceramic coat your wheels, almost like a bolt-on to your maintenance wash. Okay, so this is stripping it right back. Now the bare minimum you're still going to have to do is thoroughly clean your wheel. With the wheel on, you're really concentrating on the outer fascia, okay, to give you that effect. But when you're washing your wheel, still try and get your wheel brushes in there and get as much of the dirt out the wheelbarrow as you possibly can. Your main focus clearly is what you can get access to, so thoroughly wash it. Tar and glue and fallout, all right? Spend quite a bit of time with detailing brushes getting the external faces to as clean as you possibly can. If you want to clay it, you can, but that's up to you, and if you want to polish it. But wash, fallout and tar and glue are the bare minimum in my opinion. Then make sure this is thoroughly dry, your wheel is thoroughly dry. If you've got a wheel, an air blower, great. If not, leave it to dry, wipe it down with drying towel and all that kind of stuff. It's got to be as dry as possible. And then just go through that normal process again, like I did when I had it on the wheel stand, okay? So the main focus is, you'll be looking at the outer fascia as the main bit that you want to enhance and protect. Okay, make sure it's clean, fallout, tar and glue, super dry, then go through the whole application process exactly the same as I did. You'll still have to leave it sort of 3 or 4 hours if you're going to apply a second coat, and you'll still have to leave it for a prolonged period of time, ideally overnight, to keep it dry for it to really bond and get longevity out of it. But that's just a bit of an extra bit. The way I do it is just to show you all the steps you can take. You sort of strip that back to the time and what equipment you've got, but that's the bare minimum. So hope this helps, and like I just said a minute ago, take care.